On first down, Royal. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Check 26, check 26.
They'll look to throw here. Open man is QT, complete. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down.
Hey, let's get there. Jump off. Hey, turn it up. No. Off. Check. 53's mine.
They're going to look to throw. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. But he will not get away. He stopped short of the marker. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the screen. Safe. Ready.
Lock to throw on 2nd down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
They'll run on first down. Royal, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. On play action, they'll throw. That's going to be caught. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
A loss of 2 on the play. It's 3rd down and goal to go.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. No score after 1 on EA Sports. 3rd down and goal. This Denver defense trying to hold up for one more play. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. It's their quarterback scoring on the 2-yard keeper as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
This is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Come on, the ball. Hey, Delta.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here we go, here we go. 50-60 outlaw. General West. Hey, Charlie. 57-5.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it, and his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Second and 6. He's letting this one go for Fuller. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Back.
Throwing again on second down. Lock. He'll get this complete to Batson. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary.
Travel.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Well, when we go back to our conversation with the defensive coordinator, that type of a play was not a surprise to him. He expected trickery in this game, yet somehow his defense, they still took the cheese and got caught in the mousetrap.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Hey, Haywood. 54. Mike 54.
Throwing on first down is Locke. Open man, Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I'll just figure there's something wrong with the football.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Check, Mike 54. Mike, Eddie Weapon. Right here. Check. Fresno.
Again, they'll throw with Locke. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
'54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Escaping the pressure right. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he gets this one down to the 24. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
On first down, Locke. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Brings up second and
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Go out.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Shotgun snap to Lock. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. And this one is right down Broadway. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points. And now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
2nd and 13. He's got Fuller. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Intended for Will Fuller. Incomplete. It's second down and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Second and 10. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. He'll look to throw. That's complete to Jake Butt. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch the shift. Switch. Hey, over. Roy.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 39-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Hey. You go tight. You got tight.
They'll keep it on the ground. Royal. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Texan first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He gets it to Cooks. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll keep it on the ground. Royal. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Hurry up. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half. Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Possibly a good spot here to take a shot as they come out with 3 receivers to the left on second and less than a yard. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. Denver has the first down, the play going for 15 yards.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Get it.
Rock now on first down. He'll find Lindsey here. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. And he's got his man on the out route. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Locke going to try and throw on third down. And that will be incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on third down.
It's fourth down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down.
Hey. You don't want
Locked to throw for it on fourth. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this Texans defense stands tall.
It's a turnover on downs.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Check nine, check nine. Hurry, hurry.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction, and when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Now a give, right side, Royal. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Move. Even. 4 down. Even.
They'll keep it on the ground. Royal. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Second and 9 now. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Brandon Cooks with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Throwing now is Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. I'm here all day.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that... a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from the first one and blew out the Seahawks.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Hannah. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
Let's go now. 60 outlaw. Come this way. Here we go. Ready.
After the turnover, here's Locke. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, make him make someone miss in the open field.
To throw again on 2nd down. Locke. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Go.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Here we go. 15 line it. 15 line. 5.
On 2nd and 7, Locke. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. J.J. Watt in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season.
Here we go. Here we go. Get it. Here we go.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Locke. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 10. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
2nd and 6 at the 25-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Yo. Check. Check. Check.
They go right back to Singletary. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Let's get it.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Texans, it'll be a 13th win on the year. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, despite the loss,